What is going on, everybody? Welcome to a brand new video. Today, I want to talk to you guys before we get into the actual topic of the video about how we can trade and invest with these Path to Glory cards so we can actually maximize our profit on these guys. Now, obviously they work the same way as ones to watch cards, so they are dynamically upgraded based off of how they play in real life. So, we've got the OneFootball app that you can see on your screen now, and essentially it's an app that can keep track of teams and individual players that gives you live updates, live notifications when they score, get an assist, or there's any news about them. So I went and chose Dortmund because they are my favorite club in the Bundesliga. So I chose them, and I went and determined which team competitions do I want updates for. Now, the International Champions Cup, not really a big deal. I went ahead and turned off club-friendly games as well, although that can kind of affect OTWs and Path to Glory cards as well, so you might want to check that out as well, make sure that's starred. But ultimately, once you get onto the app, you can go ahead and check it out, see the new features. Obviously, it's going to give you all the news for world football and everything that you follow, but what we are really interested in is personalizing the app. So we're going to go up to the search bar here, and what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and take every single Path to Glory card that was released, and we're going to go ahead and follow those players. So we do know that Sane is one of the players. So we're going to go over to Manchester City. It says news, and then across the screen it says squad. So scroll over to where it says squads. Then we're going to go ahead and find where it says Leroy Sané and Gabriel Jesus, because he is also one of the Path to Glory cards. We're on Leroy Sané. It's up in the top right. Go ahead and star it, and then that way it's going to give you notifications every single time Leroy Sané either scores, gets an assist, maybe gets an injury. It'll send you a notification for that as well. And then you go ahead and scroll down to the attackers. There's no picture yet for Gabriel Jesus, as he is a very young player, but go ahead and star that one as well. It'll give you live updates for whenever he scores. If you guys are getting the first notification for when these guys score, and you know before everybody else, especially anybody not watching the Man City game, you guys can get on the market on your companion app or on your console, go ahead and maximize that profit, pick it up, sell it back into the hype a few minutes later, and that's a really good way to make profit this year. There's also a lot of other good features about the app that I use for the U.S. men's national team, Dortmund, so you guys can personalize it however you guys want. The link is at the top of the description, so go ahead and check that out. What is going on, everybody? Welcome to a brand new squad building challenge cheapest solution video where we're going to cover every single one of these squad building challenges that you see on your screen right here. So if this video ends up helping you out, you got to drop a like on it. Let's shoot for 1,000 likes on today's episode. We've got ourselves 4 SBCs to do. Thierry Henry, Rio Ferdinand, Jorge Hagee, Roberto Carlos. You've got 12 different windows in Henry. You've got 8 in Ferdinand, 7 in Hagi, and 8 in Carlos. So in total, we are going to have over 30, I believe, that would add up to about 35 windows in total. So it's going to be a longer video, guys, and if you're wondering why I'm wearing a rain jacket, it's really cold. I mean, it's not raining in the basement, but it is very, very cold, so that is why I'm wearing a rain jacket. Let's hop in to Thierry Henry, though, but before we do, you got to make sure you're subscribed to the channel. That's the only rule. You just got to make sure you're subscribed to the channel. Henry and Icon, this is the easiest one of them all. You just got to go with whatever the cheapest player is between striker and CDM. Right now, Henrik Larsson is the cheapest card. It's going to cost you quite a bit of coins, though. You're going to be paying about 570k right now for Larsson, at least on the Xbox, and you could maybe get a different card for cheaper. So just check what's the cheapest card between striker and CDM, and then you could use position changers if, like, Deco were to be the cheapest one. So let's go ahead and move on to AS Monaco, where we need 1 AS Monaco player. We need 5 players from the French league. We'd need an 81 rating and 90 chemistry. Not too bad. It does have a brick at left wing, but ultimately this squad, it's not going to cost you anything in comparison to what we're going to see towards the end of this squad building challenge. So let's go ahead and hop into the cheapest solution of it. It's going to be Lopez here. Then we're going to go with Perrin. Then we're going to go with Marcelo. He's going to get a strong link there through Lyon. Then we're going to go with Niklas Süle. He's going to be playing right center back. Then at left mid, we're going with Memphis Depay. Then we're going to get another Lyon player here. He's going to get a strong link with Depay, a strong link with our center back Marcelo. Then our other center midfielder is going to be Bender, who's going to get a hyperlink here with Bellarabi. That's important. The hyperlink is vital to getting enough chemistry for the squad. Then we're going to go with Jovetic up top just to get that AS Monaco player out of the way. Our right winger is going to be Thauvin here, and as you can see, it gets 89 chemistry. So what would you need to do? All you would need to do is go ahead and get left wing to left mid on Memphis Depay, or you could get center attacking mid to center mid, or CDM to center mid. Whatever one is going to be the cheapest. So that's AS Monaco. We're going to hurry through these first few because these are not too difficult. We're going to go ahead and quickly go through this one. We've got Begovic in goal. Then we're going to go with Kevin Morales at left back. Davinson Sanchez is center back alongside Michael Keane. Then we've got Coleman for the strong link between the Everton players. Ultimately, we are going to get enough chemistry, but those strong links are important because if you don't have the strong link, say you went with Klein at right back, it's not going to get the strong link there with Davy Klaassen, which is important for the chemistry. Then we're going to go with Xhaka at CDM. Then we're going with Arnautovic at left mid. Santi Cazorla is going to play center attacking mid, and Shaqiri is our right midfielder. All getting links together. Obviously, we need all players from the Premier League, and our two Arsenal players are going to end up being Xhaka and Santi Cazorla. So you get a jumbo premium gold pack for completing that one, and I didn't mention in the first couple, you get a jumbo rare player pack for the Henry and Icon, which I believe is a 100k pack. Then we've got AS Monaco. That gives you a 15k pack. This one's going to give you another 15k pack. FC Barcelona. This one, pretty straightforward. You just need a La Liga team. That's basically all it's asking from you. So we're going to go with Diego Lopez at goalkeeper. Nzonzi's going to play left back because there's no high-rated left backs that are cheap. You've got Felipe Luis and Marcelo, but you're not going to be wanting to spend that much. We're going to go with Inigo Martinez at center back. Go with Ruiz at right center back as well. Juan Fran can play right back. We do not need Carvajal in this one. Then we're going to go with Saul, Banega, and Asensio in the midfield. Asensio, you might think, is quite expensive. He's not. He's only about 5,000 coins. That's not bad for an 84 rated right now, especially a center attacking mid from the La Liga that can get links like this. So we get 94 chemistry. Again, what you would need to do is you would need to get center attacking mid to center mid on one of the players, and ultimately it would get the 95 chem. You're going to get a 25k pack for completing FC Barcelona. Ultimately, that squad is not going to cost you 25,000 coins, so you could actually profit off of that window specifically. Will you profit off of this entire squad building challenge? There's no chance. But let's hop into New York Red Bulls, where he finished his career. We need 5 MLS players, 1 Team of the Week player, 78 overall rating, 80 chemistry. We need 10 players from the, obviously, in the squad, because we've got a brick at left striker. But since we only have a 78 rating, it shouldn't be too difficult, especially if we go with a gold player that is our inform. So we're going to go with Roberto at goalkeeper. He's discard price. You can get him for 350 coins. Then we're going to go with our inform, Pukki, at left back. He's in the current Team of the Week, which means that he's going to be in packs throughout the weekend and throughout Black Friday. He's going to stay pretty close to discard unless there's another squad building challenge to bring up discard price informs in overall price. But right now, he's about 12,000 coins. He's the cheapest inform in the entire game. That includes silvers and bronzes. Then we've got Fontas at center back and Galvez at the other center back. Then at right back, we're going to go with Kappa. He's going to get a hyperlink there with the center back, but ultimately it's not important. Then we're going to go with Piatti because we definitely need to get some of these MLS players in the squad. We're going to go with Schweinsteiger, Dos Santos, Alessandrini, and then up top we're going to go with his brother, other Dos Santos. Giovanni Dos Santos is the striker. Jonathan Dos Santos is the center mid. As you can see, we have more chemistry than we even need, and it completes all the requirements. You get a 15k pack for completing that squad. Moving on to the 83 rated squad. So 2 Team of the Week players, we're getting a little bit more expensive. The reward for this is going to be a rare gold pack. That's a 25k pack, but it's the good 25k pack. Our first player is going to be Zieler. He's in the current Team of the Week. You can get him for 14,000 coins. He gets one of our Team of the Week players out of the way. We're going with Sule, Toprak, and Jonathan Tah at the defense. Sule and Toprak, very, very cheap 83 rated center backs. Tah, he's a little bit more expensive for an 82 center back, but he gets the links, which is important. Then we're going to go with Castro at left mid. While he's not going to link with anybody, he is near discard. He's about 12,500 coins right now as a current inform in the packs right now in Team of the Week 10. Then we're going to go with Kagawa. He gets a strong link with Toprak. We're going to link that with Forsberg and Keita, who are going to get strong links with each other. Then at left wing, we're going with Horn. You can also go with Farman. Either one works. Then we're going to go with Gomez and Sommer at right wing. You could probably also incorporate Berkey in here, but ultimately Berkey would probably get less chem, and you need to get, again, 1 position changer, center attacking mid, to center mid would do the trick. So you get a rare gold pack. That's a 25k pack for that one. Moving on to the 84 rated squad, where you only need one team of the week player. So we're still not that expensive yet, but you just wait. We've got a few more windows. That is going to get ridiculous. We're going with Neto as our team of the week player. He is in the current team of the week. He's pretty cheap right now. You can get him for about 18,000 coins as an 83 rated goalkeeper from Brazil and in La Liga. That's pretty good. Then we're going to go with Sergio Senio, who's going to be playing our left back position. Then we're going to go with Diego Lopez because we only need 70 chemistry. So going with a couple more goalkeepers is good because they're normally the cheapest cards in the game. Then we're going to go with Laporte and then Carvajal. Unfortunately, we cannot end up going with Juan Fran on this one. We're going to need the rating of Carvajal so that we can go with 83 rated players, especially on the inform, and Diego Lopez. Then we're going to go with Farman at left mid. Our other player is going to be Horn. He's going to get a strong link there, obviously out of position, but the strong link is important for the overall chemistry. We're going to go with Bruno at center mid. Our center attacking mid, again, is going to be Asensio. Pedro's going to play right mid. He's from EPL, but he does get the weak links through Spain, and then our striker is going to be Adariz. As you guys can see, it gets exactly 70 chemistry. You don't need any position change cards, and we're going to move on to the next one. You get a 35k pack for completing the 84 rated squad. 85 rated. We need 2 team of the week, so it is getting a little bit expensive. We're going to go with Neto again. He is a very cheap Brazilian from La Liga, so we're going to link him through Brazil this time. We got Miranda at left back. He's a very, very cheap 86 rated card. I believe he's the 3rd cheapest in the game currently behind Pepe and Ribéry right now. Then we're going to go with Marquinhos at center back. Pretty cheap, only a couple thousand coins, 2 to 3k. Then we're going to go with Dante, who's going to be our other center back or our other team of the week card, and he's only about 24,000 coins as we speak. Again, if there's an SBC that causes these cards to go up throughout the Black Friday weekend, then it might be a little bit more expensive, or if there's an SBC that puts more team of the week cards in packs while it doesn't require them, then they could actually go down in price. Then we're going to go with Dani Alves at right back to get the strong link there with Dante. We're going to move up to the midfield where we're going Ruffier. We only need 65 chemistry. The more we go down into the windows, the cheaper the squad's going to be. Then we're going with Verratti. Pastore is going to get a weak link there. He's pretty cheap, pretty close to discard actually. Then we're going to go with Ribéry at left wing. I mentioned him earlier. Then we're going with Timo Horn. Farman's going to play right winger, and as you guys can see, it completes all the requirements pretty easily. We have more chem than we even need, and you get a 45k pack for completing that one. I'm trying to hurry up because I know it's going to be a long video because I'm trying to get all these SBCs in the same video. We're going to go with Subasic at goalkeeper here. Oblak's going to play left back. Pepe is going to be the center back. We're going to go with Glick at other center back. Dani Alves, again, he's going to get a link through League 1, the French League. We're going to go with David Silva at CDM, and we only need 60 chem, so you're not going to need any position change for him. We're going to go with Yannick Carrasco at left mid, and then at center mid, we're going with Asenio. We're going to go with Iniesta at right center mid. He's going to be about 30,000 coins. We're going to go with Dante again, only about 24k for an 84 rated card like that. Pretty good, especially when you compare it to Hilton, who is also an 84 rated center back Brazilian in the French League. So it completes all the requirements there. You get a rare players pack. That's a 50k pack in return for this squad building challenge. Moving on to the 87 rated squad, where you need one team of the week player, but since it's 87 rated, it's still going to be expensive. Subasic is going to be our goalkeeper. Miranda, Glick, Dante, Ruffier. That's going to complete our defense. Then we're moving on to the midfield. We've got Verratti, we've got Handanovic, Hamšík, and we're moving on to a couple new players that we haven't seen in the previous SBCs. You got Hamšík and Di Maria. Di Maria is actually one of the cheapest 85s in the game now. Then we've got Higuaín and Ozil, who are going to be the highest rated players in the squad, and as you can see, it completes all the requirements, gets a little bit more chemistry than we need, and gets the 87 rating. You get a rare mega pack for that one. That's a 55k pack. Moving on to the 88 rated squad, where you need one icon, an 88 rating, and 50 chemistry. So we're going to go ahead and start it off with the cheapest cards. We can go with Handanovic. He's a pretty cheap 87 rated card. Then we're going to go with Miranda, Bonucci. He's going to get a weak link with those guys from the Calcioa. Then we're going with David Silva at right center back. And then our right back is going to be Socrates. Socrates being the cheapest 86 currently, behind, I believe, Petr Cech would be the only one cheaper. We're going to go with Toni Kroos at center mid. He is 90 rated, just like we had with Higuaín, but we've also got Higuaín in this squad as well. So we're having two 90 rateds in this squad. We're going to go with Ozil at right center mid, and then our icon is going to be Over Mars. He's pretty much tied for the cheapest icon in the game, along with 86 Schmeichel, 86 Van der Sar, and a couple others who are pretty cheap. But Overmars I've seen actually as the cheapest. I think him and Schmeichel are the cheapest. And considering I wanted to go with the left wing here so I could go with more goalkeepers, I thought, you know, that would probably be the best idea there. However, if you guys do have a Schmeichel 92 rated from the Icon SBC, the other one, that's going to cost you about 450,000 coins. While it will be about 120,000 coins more to do that SBC to get the Schmeichel, it will actually end up being possibly about 5 to 10k cheaper than this actual squad. So if you wanted to go with the 92 Schmeichel instead, it'll take you longer. It could actually be a little bit cheaper. Honestly, it might take you a bit too long to make it even worth it. So you guys can go with this squad, or if you've already got that Schmeichel and don't like him, he hasn't had good reviews, you can go ahead and throw him in here. But here is the cheapest solution for an 88 rated squad with an icon. We're going to go ahead and link Ozil here with Petr Cech. Moving on to the final squad of the final squad of Thierry Henry's squad building challenge. We've got one icon again. We need an 89 rating and 50 chemistry. So we're going to start it off with Buffon getting a strong link with Bonucci. It's not a hyperlink anymore, as Bonucci now plays for AC Milan. Then we're going to go with Hummels and Handanovic. So pretty cheap so far, ultimately, for an 89 rated squad. Pretty cheap so far. Modric is going to be 89 rated in the midfield. He is not cheap. He's going to be about 60,000 coins. We're going to go ahead and go with Laudrup at left wing. Now, we're not going to go with Overmars on this one, because if we went with Overmars, then we'd have to be buying players like De Gea, and ultimately the squad would be more expensive. So it's better to pay the extra about 50, 60,000 coins for the Laudrup than pay another 80, 90k for players like De Gea. So let's go ahead and put Laudrup in the squad. We're going to go with Hamsik. He's a pretty cheap 87 rated, and Toni Kroos at right back. Then we're going to go with Ozil at center attack. Mid, our strikers are going to be Courtois and Higuain, and then you got to make sure that they are in the right positions throughout the squad. And as you can see right there, we've got ourselves 89 rated and a 52 chemistry. So that is the cheapest solution for Thierry Henry. The total cost is going to be between 2.5 and 2.7 million coins. Now, if you guys were able to do it with the other icon SBCs, like Peter Schmeichel or possibly Rui Costa, you could do it for maybe 2.4 to 2.5 million coins. Or if you guys are able to get something out of the packs, it'll definitely be a lot cheaper. So it's about 2.5 million from scratch, but you will get packs in return, which should make it a little bit less than 2 million, maybe around 1.9 to 2.1 million coins. My internet went down last night, so unfortunately I couldn't get it up early today, so it's going to be a couple late uploads today. I couldn't finish the Trading to Glory or anything like that either. We're going to head into Rio Ferdinand now, where we need Ferdinand and icon. We just need an icon, so go with whatever the cheapest icon you can get right now. It's Overmars, you can get Schmeichel, Van der Sar, it does not matter. Moving on to West Ham. This one's actually a little bit difficult. We need 2 West Ham players, 5 players from the Prem. We need an 83 overall rating, 90 chemistry, and 10 players in the squad. And since we need an 83 rating with a brick, we're going to go with some higher rated cards. So we're going to go with Joe Hart to start it off. He gets a hyperlink with the center back. We're going to move on to Arnautovic, who's going to be playing our left back position. Then we're going to go with Cahill, who's going to get a strong link there with the center back brick card. Then we're going to go with Carvajal on the right side, move on to a different league that's a little bit cheaper, because 84s and 85s from the Premier League, like Outer Wild, I think, is 86 rated, and Vertonghen's 85. Those guys are a lot more expensive than the players from the other leagues. So we're going to go with Koke and Juan Mata. Juan Mata is going to play our other center defensive mid. Koke is going to play on the right side. And then we're going to go with Carrasco at left mid. He's a pretty cheap 85. He's about 9,000 coins, and especially with these Black Friday packs, you'll be able to get some snipes. Then we're going to go with Asensio and Pedro at right mid. He's going to get our final Premier League player out of the way. Then we're going to go with Otteriz at striker, and as you guys can see, it ends up getting 84 chem. But if you guys were simply to get some players in position, and also you're going to need to get Juan Mata from cam to center mid. As long as you get him to center mid, I think that would give you enough chemistry. If not, get him to center defensive mid, and that'll definitely get the chemistry that you guys need. We finished with 86 before the position change cards. You will need 2 position change cards, which will cost a little bit over 1,000 coins in total. Moving on to the next one, which is going to be Leeds United here. Leeds United, you need 1 Leeds player, 3 leagues exactly, an 81 rating and 90 chemistry. So getting that Leeds player in there is the hardest part. We're going to go with Weidwald here. He's going to get a link with the brick card, and he's a gold card, but he's the highest rated Leeds player in the entire game, and we need an 81 rating with a brick, so that's going to make it a little bit difficult for the rest of the squad. We're going to go with Mustafi here. Now, he's not in packs right now, which means that he's going to be a little bit more expensive than Cahill, but ultimately he'll get the link with the goalkeeper, which is important. Then we're going to go with Jonathan Tah. Let's switch those guys around so we can get Tah with a strong link with the center mid. The fact that we're using Mustafi for Germany is important. Then we're going to go with Piszczek at right back. We're going to go with Brandt to link with Mustafi. We're going to go with Sven Bender for the hyperlink with Tah. Then at center attacking mid, we're going to play up Forsberg there. He's at center forward, but he'll still get Chem as long as you have him in the center attacking mid position, which is his default. Then we're going to go with Keita for the strong link with Forsberg. Bellarabi is going to play right mid. He's only going to get a weak link with Piszczek. That'll be alright. Then we're going to go with Gomez up top, and that completes all of the requirements. You don't need any position change for that one. You get a Jumbo Premium Gold Pack for completing Leeds. You get a Jumbo Premium Gold Pack for completing West Ham. And then you get a Jumbo Rare Players Pack, which I believe is a 100k pack for completing the first one, the Icon one. So you might get some coins back in that. Alright, moving on to Manchester United, where we need 3 Man U players, an 84 rating overall with 95 chemistry. Now, I tried different ways of doing this, but ultimately the cheapest way is going to go full Premier League. I was going to maybe make it Aderies and Aspas up top, but I couldn't figure out a way that would work with the chemistry and still get the rating overall and be cheaper than what it is going full Prem. So we're going to go with Petr Cech. He's one of the cheapest 86s in the game, if not the cheapest. Then we're going to go with Gary Cahill, who is not that bad. We're going to go with Mustafi as well. Again, he's going to be maybe 1 to 2k more than Cahill. Then we're going to go with Mkhitaryan. We're going to play him at right back. He'll get a strong link with the brick there, and he'll complete one of our Manchester United requirements. We're going to go with Coutinho at left mid. Herrera and Juan Mata are going to be in the midfield to get a hyperlink together and also finish off the Manchester United requirement. We're going to go with Bernardo Silva at right mid. Very, very cheap card. Morata is not one of the cheapest 84s, but he is what we're going to have to go with for this squad. And then Diego Costa is actually one of the cheapest 86s, especially in terms of strikers. So as you guys can see, all you would need to do is get Coutinho from left wing to left mid, and that would complete it. You do get a Premium Gold Players Pack. That's a 25k pack for that squad. Not going to be super cheap, but it is one of the requirements, obviously, for Ferdinand if you guys want him. 84 rated squad next, and there's no brick in here, so it's going to be a little bit easier, but we still need to have a Team of the Week player, and there's a specific requirement of 5 nations, so that's the hardest part to complete. So we're going to go with Lopez. He's going to be our first nation with Portugal. Then we're going to go with Gary Cahill. He's going to be our second nation with England. And now we're going to look for a lot of links through Portugal. We're going to go with Bernardo Silva. He's going to play at center back, actually. We're going to go with Gary Cahill at left back. Then we're going to go with Pepe at right center back just to get the links through Portugal there. Then we're going to go with Dirar. He's going to get a link there with Pepe. He's going to add Morocco to our list of nations. And he's going to be a very, very cheap inform to go with. You can actually get him for close to discard. We're going to go with Pedro here at left midfield. Then we're going to go with Juan Mata to get a strong link with Pedro. We're going to go with Herrera again for that hyperlink that we used in the last squad. João Moutinho is going to be another Portuguese player. Obviously, we still only got 4 different nations in the squad until we add Quaresma and then Falcao, who's going to add Colombia. And he's going to get a strong link with João Moutinho. It gets 75 chemistry. Again, you're going to need 1 position change. You can either do that on João Moutinho or you can do it on Pedro. If you did it on Pedro, that would actually get it up quite a few points. It would get it up to at least 77 chem. So you can do that. You get a 15k pack for completing this squad right there. That's definitely the cheapest solution for that one. Then we're moving on to 85 rating. Before we do, make sure to hit that sub button if this video is helping you out, and also drop a like. Again, let's shoot for 1,000 likes. We're going to need a 85 rated squad with only 65 chem, no other specific requirements. We're going Petr Cech, Coutinho. Vertonghen is going to be needed for the chem this time, although you can get some cheaper 85s like Pepe. Actually, Pepe would be 86 rated, but ultimately there are cheaper 85s. You're going to need Vertonghen for the chemistry here. Then we're going to go with Matip there. Then Bernd Leno is going to play right back, very cheap 85 actually. Then we're going to go with Vitolo. He's one of the 83s. You can get him for near discard right now. Then we've got Bruno at CDM. We're going to go with Horn at right mid. You can also go with Farm in there. Same rating, same links. Then we're going to go with Asensio at center attacking mid. Aspas is playing striker. Then on the other side, we're going to go with Thomas Muller. It gets 65 chemistry. So again, you're going to need the 2 links here. We can go with Muller to striker and then Bruno to CDM. It would get the requirements completed. You get a rare gold pack, which is the good 25k pack for that one. Then we're moving on to the 86 rated squad, where you need a team of the week player, an 86 overall rating, and 60 chemistry. So the only thing different from the last one is obviously going up 1 rating and adding a team of the week card, but at least we don't need an icon like we did in Thierry Henry's SBC. We're going to go with Buffon to start it off. He's obviously a lot higher rated than 86, but that allows us to go with some of the lower rated like 85 and below. Then we're going to go with Perrin at left back. There we go. He's pretty close to discard. Then we're going to go with Barzagli for the hyperlink here with Buffon. Then we're going to go with Miranda there. That would get Barzagli up to full chem, even though we are going to get another link with him at center mid. We're going to go with Bernd Leno again because he's a cheap 85. We're going to go with Draxler at left mid. He'll get a weak link with Perrin at center mid. We're going to go with Verratti for the strong link with Draxler through PSG and a weak link through Italy. Then we're going to go with Wesley Sneijder at center attacking mid. Then we're going to go with Hamsik at center mid. Horn again is going to play right mid. You can go with Farman as well. Then we're going to go with Bas Dost at striker. Bas Dost being the cheapest 85 rated inform by a long shot. He's going to get a weak link there with Bas Dost to get the chemistry. You do not need any position change for this one. We get 1 mega pack, which is a 35k pack for completing it. Moving on to the final one, that gives you a rare players pack, which is going to be, I believe, a 50k pack. 87 rated squad is needed. We don't need any informs. We don't need any icons. Straight through. We're going O-Block to get the strong link with Godin. 2 very, very cheap 88 rated cards. Then we're going to go with PK for a weak link there. Then we're going to go with Asenio, who is one of the cheapest 84s in the game. Carrasco, one of the cheapest 85s. Navas, the cheapest 85. Rakitic is going to play CDM there. He's a little bit cheaper than Iniesta right now. Then we're going to go with Bernd Leno again at right mid, at center attacking mid. We're going to go with Bruno. We're going to go with Higuain up top, being the highest rated player in the squad. Then we're going to go with Farman at right striker. Now, the reason I'll go with a couple 88s and then Higuain is because I need to get the rating. So that's going to be it for Rio Ferdinand right there, guys. And we're going to move on to the Roberto Carlos now. Roberto Carlos is also going to have 8 different windows, just like Rio Ferdinand. So let's go and hop into it. His card is actually a part of the Hulk Club as well. It's a really nice card. So we're starting it off very, very simple, just like the Ferdinand. All you need to do is submit an icon. Just buy whatever the cheapest icon is. For the Inter requirement, we do need an 83 overall rating with a brick. So that is pretty difficult. And in the end, these 84 or these 83 rated teams with bricks are just expensive as 84 rated squads in general. So what we did was we went with Timo Horn in goalkeeper. He's going to link with Mehdi Benatia, or he's going to link with Havidez. And Mehdi Benatia is going to link with Havidez there and also get a weak link with the Inter block there at left back. Then we're going to go with Khedira, and then Perisic is going to get another one of the Inter players out of the way. Now, we do actually use 3 Inter players because that's just simply the cheapest way to do it. I was going to go with somebody like Bonaventura in the midfield, but Borja Valero is actually cheaper, so we can go with 3 Inter players in the squad. Icardi being the left striker, Dzeko's your right striker, Jose Callahan is going to be your right wing, and then we're going to link it with Carvajal at right back on the weak link. All you would need to do to get 95 chemistry is get Callahan from right wing to right midfield, only costing you a couple hundred coins. Moving on to Real Madrid, this is pretty straightforward. You just need to get a full team that is from La Liga. So I went with Diego Lopez, then I went with Mascherano. Inigo Martinez is this guy's name. Juan Fran. Kovacic is somebody from Real Madrid. We don't actually need anybody from Real Madrid, but we do have a couple in here anyway, just because they're pretty cheap. Ever Banega is going to be our center mid. Then we're going to go ahead with Steven Nzonzi. Remember, when you guys are searching this card, type in Steven because it's not going to pop up if you type in Nzonzi. Then go with Gaetan up top alongside Aspas and Lucas Vazquez. Pretty straightforward. Moving on to the next one, which is going to be Fenerbahce. Fenerbahce here, I went with 2 players from Fenerbahce, which was the requirement. That's going to be Kameni, the goalkeeper, and then Skirtle, the center back. For the rest of the squad, I went with players from the Premier League, most specifically Everton, because we could get a lot of strong links there. So we got a strong link between Morales and Davy Klaassen. Davy Klaassen links with Ross Barkley. Then we've got Michael Keane, and then right back is going to be Seamus Coleman. Then you can go with any 80 and 81 rated players throughout striker and right mid. I went with Ayew Benteke and Batshuayi, but you can go with any players of that rating as long as they are from the Premier League. Moving on to the 84 rated squad, which is going to get a little bit expensive. So we need 2 team of of the week players and a 75 chemistry, but we also can't have more than 4 players from the same nation. That was probably the hardest part about it because I wanted to go with like 5 or 6 players from Spain and couldn't do it. So we're going to go with Bernd Leno to start it off with players from Germany. Then we're going to go with Laporte, who's from France. He's going to be the only French player there. We're going to go with Farman, who's going to link with Zieler, who is our first in form in the squad. Zieler's in the current team of the week. You can get him for about 14K right now. Piszczek's going to play right back. He's going to get a weak link with Zieler. Then we're going to go with Castro. His name is Gonzalo Castro, but it is Gonzalo Castro from La Liga. Remember that. He's close to discard, and that's why we went with him. Then we're going to go with Asensio at center attacking mid. At center mid, we're going with Bruno. Koke is going to be another 84 rated Spanish player in the midfield. We're going to go with Berkey at right mid because he's a super cheap 84. He'll get a strong link with Piszczek. Then we're going to go with Otteries up top. Once again, just get one position change card in the squad. Go with Koke from center mid to center attacking mid, and you're going to have all the requirements. So far, we have made it so that we get one 100K pack, one 25K pack, one 15K, another 15K here, and then this is going to get us a 25K pack. Moving on to 85 rated squad, which is another 25K pack. We're going to need one team of the week player, but only a 65 chemistry, so it's getting a little bit easier. We're going to go with Subasic linking with Glick, but we're going to play Miranda at left back just to get that rating up. Glick's going to get a strong link through Monaco. We're going to go with Perrin at right center back. Dani Alves is going to play right back as a cheap 84 rated this year. Pastore is going to be our inform playing CDM. Pastore is actually about 30,000 coins right now. He's the cheapest 85. He's actually 2,000 coins cheaper than Bastos, which I didn't know. So that's actually really, really nice. He is in the current team of the week as well, so he should stay pretty low with the Black Friday packs. We're going to go with Draxler at left mid. He's going to get the strong link with Pastore. We're going to go with Di Maria at right mid because he's going to get a strong link with both Dani Alves and Pastore. Then Ruffier is going to play center attacking mid. He's also going to link up with here Draxler getting a weak link with Bernd Leno, and then we're going to link it with Ter Stegen. Now, here's two things you can do. You can play Keylor Navas instead of Ter Stegen, but then you'd have to buy another position change. With this way, all you need to do is get Draxler from left wing to left mid, or you get Di Maria from right wing to right mid. If you played Navas, you'd have to get both of them in position, so you can do that whichever is the cheapest at the time you're watching the video. Pretty much depends on the price of the position change cards. The 86 rated team also needs one team of the week player, but only a 60 rating, so we're going to go with Handanovic. He's going to go ahead and link with the Miranda and Bonucci. We're going to play Horn at left back. Then our right back is going to be Dani Alves. We're going to get the link with Horn here with Bernd Leno. We've been using him quite a bit. Then we're going to go with a couple players from PSG. Those guys are pretty cheap. So we're going to go with Verratti. We're going to go with Pastore again. He's going to be our team of the week player. And then we're going to go with Draxler at right mid. We're going to go with Subasic up top, and then Glick is going to get the strong link with Subasic, yes, Subasic, not Subotic. Subasic, and you don't need any position change for this squad. You get a mega pack, which is a 35K pack in return. Moving on to the 87 rated squad, we just have a rating of 87 needed and 55 chemistry. Pretty straightforward. We're going to go with Subasic. Then our high rating is going to be Buffon. Now, he is quite expensive. You're going to be paying about 65,000 coins for this card. Maybe a little bit less if you get lucky, maybe on bid, but about 65K. But that allows us to go with a ton of 85s in the squad, which actually makes it cheaper. So we're going to go with Barzagli. He gets a hyperlink with Buffon right there. Then we're going to go with Glick at center back. We're going to go with Ruffier at right back. We're going to go with Verratti. He's going to play CDM for us. Our other CDM is going to be Cesc Fabregas. Then we're going to go with Iniesta as our first center attacking mid. We're going to go Ozil and Thiago, a couple 88 rateds to get that rating up. They also link a little bit. Well, we're going to go ahead and swap around Thiago and Ozil, just so Ozil can get the link with Fabregas. And then we're going to play Bernardo Silva up at striker. As you guys can see, it gets 54 chemistry, so you would need one position change unless we do that. We're going to go ahead and swap those guys around, and as you guys can see, you actually don't need any position change for this squad. You get a rare players pack, which is a 50K pack in return, but it's going to be quite costly, obviously, for these icons. So there's the cheapest solution for Roberto Carlos. Once again, guys, if you have somehow made it to this part of the video and still haven't dropped a like or subscribed to the channel, make sure you do so as we head into the final squad building challenge, Jorge Hagee. Time to finish it off with Jorge Hagee. He's a 91 rated card, looks pretty good, and he's going to be the cheapest out of the 4 squad building challenges that we covered today. Starting it off with Real Madrid, it's actually quite easy here. Now, you've got a center attacking mid brick that has Real Madrid and Romania, so we're going to go ahead and start off with Asenio at goalkeeper. We're going to play Juanfran out of position at left back, go with Laporte at center back, and then Mascherano at the other center back. Carvajal is going to play right back. Then we're going to go with Banega at center mid. Our other center mid is going to be Asensio. Vitolo can play up at the left wing. We're going to play Otteriz at striker, and then Navas is going to play right wing. As you can see, all we need is one position change, so you can go from left mid to left wing, or you can go from cam to center mid. Either way, you do get a Jumbo Premium Gold Pack, which is a 15k pack in return. Then we're going to go with what is, in my opinion, the hardest squad building challenge out of every single one in this video. It's Brescia and FC Barca. Now, it's not like an expensive SBC, but it was very, very difficult to figure out how to do this without going with somebody like Barzagli in the squad. So here is one way to do it. We can go with Mandanda at goalkeeper. Then we're going to go with French on the defense. We're going to go with Evra, Laporte, and Umtiti is going to go ahead and cover the defense. Then we're going to go with Florenzi at right back. Inzonzi's going to play CDM. So he's going to get a strong link with Laporte and Umtiti, and we've got our FC Barcelona player out of the way. But the reason it was so hard is because we need 90 chemistry. We need to have a Brescia player in the squad, and the highest rated Brescia player is 76 rated. The next highest is 69 rated. So it's really, really difficult. I was trying to do it with the 76 rated by going with that Italian defender, but I just couldn't figure it out that way. It wasn't until I went with Caracciolo, the striker, and played him at left striker until I figured out how to do this without getting any loyalty on the squad or anything like that. So we going with Paye at left mid. He's going to get a hyperlink with Evra. Then we're going to go with Bernardeschi. He's going to get a strong link with Florenzi, and then we're going to go with Immobile at striker. So as you guys can see, it does actually reach the chemistry there. It gets a weak link with the Brescia player. Brescia are obviously in the Italian League 2 there, and that is one way to complete it. Not too expensive either. A couple 84s. Actually, only one 84 needed for the squad, and that's going to be Paye. The other expensive player is going to be Umtiti because he's actually a decent player in the game. So he's going to be a few thousand coins, but ultimately only about 2.5k. Not bad at all. Oh, and I missed out. Laporte is also another 84 rated card in the squad. So moving on, that was really, really difficult to figure out. So now that you guys have the solution, hopefully very easy for you guys. We're going to go with Galatasaray now, where we have a brick in the middle, but it's not that hard because it has Turkey and Galatasaray on the brick. It doesn't just have Romania like the last squad. So we're going to have Muslera at goalkeeper. We're going to go Cheju, Neto, Skirtle. You guys really won't need any help with this squad. Basically, all you got to do is make sure to get 7 different nations within the squad. And use the Turkish league. It's pretty straightforward. We went with Charisma to get the rating up to 79, and everybody else in the squad, you can go between like 77 and 81 rated. Most of them are pretty much discard price, so very, very easy squad building challenge there. Now we're heading into the 84 rated squad that we've seen in pretty much every single squad building challenge today. We're gonna have Farman, Berkey, and Horn to start it off. Then we're gonna link Horn with Mustafi. We don't need any players from that are in form, but we are going to have a maximum of 6 players from the same league, so we can't go with a bunch of players from La Liga, which is what I would have done. We're going to go with Vitolo to start off La Liga there. Then we're going to go with Asenio. We're going to link him with Juan Mata. Then we're going to go with Pedro at right mid. We're going to play Juan Mata at the right center mid. We're going to go with Bruno at center attacking mid. Our strikers are going to be Otteriz and Aspas, and there is the cheapest solution for that. So basically, if you guys haven't caught on to the trend yet, the formula for an 84 rated squad is going to be 9 84s and 2 83 rated cards. Our 2 83 rated being Vitolo and Aspas. So that's the cheapest solution for that. You get a 25k pack in return. Moving on to the 85 rated squad, where we do need 2 informs, and we're going to knock them out early. We got Zeeler and Mali. They're going to be our 2 informs. Then we're going to go with Toprak. We're going to link him with 86 rated Socrates, and Berkey's going to play at the right back. The Dortmund players on the defensive end are normally pretty cheap. Socrates, obviously being 86 rated, isn't going to be cheap, but he is one of the cheapest 86s in the game. He's not a cheap card because he's 86, but in terms of 86, not that bad. We've got Vitolo at left mid again, and then we're going to go with Rakitic in the midfield. You can also go with Iniesta, whichever's cheapest at the time you guys watch this. You can go with Muller here. You're not going to need him in position. We're going to go with Leno at right mid. At striker, we're going with Aspas again, and then we're going to go with Diego Costa there, and we get the 65 chemistry with ease. Again, you'll get even more chemistry, and you'll get the same exact rating with Iniesta, so you can go with that. And then if you went with Iniesta, you could actually go with like somebody like Pepe instead of Diego Costa, I believe. So if that's worth doing, go for it. We get a rare pack in return for that, a rare yeah, rare gold pack, so that's going to be a 25k pack in return. Then we need an 86 rated squad. We only need one Team of the Week player in this one. We're going to go with Subasic, and Mali is going to be our inform once again. This guy, I had him in the last squad. He goes for 12k on bid and then maybe 13k on buy now. We're going to go with Glick as our first center back to get the strong link with Subasic. That's a dynamic duo right there. Then we've got Asenio and PK, and then we're going to play Iniesta at that CDM position. Go with Verratti at left center back, and then, or left center defensive mid. Then we're going to go with Muller at center attacking mid. We're going to go with Falcao at the other center attacking mid, and then the third center attacking mid is going to be Fabregas. Up top, we're going to get the hyperlink between Fabregas and Diego Costa. That's vital to the chemistry. Then you would need to get Falcao down to center forward, and I believe that's all you would need to do. If not, you might have to apply one more position change, but they don't cost too much. Moving on to the final squad of the video. Again, make sure to subscribe and like if you guys are new to the channel. We're going to go with Buffon to start it off. He is an expensive card. He's a high-rated card, but he allows us to go with a couple of 85s and 84s, which ultimately make it cheaper. We're going to go with Bonucci. He's a really cheap 88. Then we're going to go with Miranda, who's a very cheap 86, and they all get links with each other, including a strong link to Buffon, so Buffon's on full chemistry. We're going to get Glick at right center back. Draxler's going to play that left mid, as I said. He's going to be one of our 84s. And then Pastore is going to be our inform 85 rated. We used him earlier in the video, if you guys remember. Then we've got Dante at CDM. At right mid, we're going with Ozil. At center attacking mid, we're going to go with Verratti. We're going to go with Cavani at striker. And then Pepe, because he's the cheapest 86, we're going to play him at right striker. You get a rare players pack, which is a 50k pack in this squad for the 87 rated. He's going to be the cheapest of the 4 SBCs. So if this video, again, did help you out, I think this is the 4th time I'm saying it, drop a like and drop a sub to the channel. It took me a very long time to put these squads together, record the video, and I'm sure it's going to take a long time to render this one. So I will see you guys in the next Trading to Glory episode or in the next squad building challenge guide. Peace out.